The Examen is a model of prayer that comes to us from St. Ignatius of Loyola. The purpose of this particular model or method of prayer, or practice of prayer, is to help us examine our daily lives and look for areas where we've seen the presence of God, to reflect on those, to rejoice in those, to be thankful for those. Also to look at areas in our interactions with people, in other things that happen to our daily lives and our response to circumstances, to look for areas where maybe we are not as Christ-like as we should have been, where we did not respond in the way Christ would have, and to give us an opportunity to reflect on that and repent for that and accept God's grace for that. So in a way, it's very much an intense look at my life on a daily basis and a purposeful submitting of my life to the plan and the way and the life of Christ. So that's the purpose behind the Examen. The idea behind it, the approach that we take in the Examen, is we find a quiet place to pray. For me, it's beneficial whenever I try to approach a time of contemplative prayer, of quiet prayer, to take a few minutes, just a couple of minutes sometimes, just let go of some of the stress of the day, turn my thoughts towards God, enter into an attitude of prayer. And then once we begin, in St. Ignatius's model, there are 5 steps to the Examen. The first one, kind of introductory, getting started off, is to remember that we're in the presence of God. So take a few minutes, reflect on the presence of God, maybe reflect on some scriptures that talk about the presence of God in our lives, where Jesus says, "I will never leave you or forsake you, and lo, I am with you always." Maybe something like that. Thinking about the different ways that we experience the presence of God, maybe in the wonder and beauty of nature, or in the love of a good relationship, a good friend, someone who helps us and encourages us in godliness. Maybe reflecting on the ways that we hear the voice of God in our times of prayer and Bible reading, maybe in the quiet promptings of the Spirit of God, and maybe in wise counsel from a good trusted Christian friend. So we start by focusing on, reflecting on, recalling that we're in the presence of God. Second thing that we're going to do, the second step of the Examen, is to spend a moment looking over the activities of the day. And at this point, we're not really reflecting on the activities of the day. We're not trying to analyze. What we're doing is we're remembering the activities of the day, and we're doing it in an attitude of gratitude, of thankfulness. So maybe we remember something good that happened through the day, something that made us laugh, something that made us smile. Maybe something as simple as the feeling of warmth as the sun breaks through the clouds. Just something that we can be thankful for. Something that we can remember and express our gratitude towards God for. The third step of the Examen is to ask God for His guidance and direction to help us look at our actions and our attitudes throughout the day. We ask for His input, for Him to share His reflections with us, to share His thoughts with us. We open ourselves up to the guiding and the prompting of the Spirit of God as we review our day. And this is now the fourth step. This time we're not reviewing the day just with the idea of looking for things to be grateful for. Now we're actually looking at our day, we're looking at what we did, we're looking at our interactions, the people we spoke with, the circumstances we faced, how we responded to those circumstances. And as we're doing that, we're looking for how we responded. Did I respond to this particular circumstance, to this particular person, in a way that was honoring to God? Did I feel the promptings of the Spirit of God in that situation? Did I respond to those? How did I feel? What did I do? So we're more looking at our day and trying to analyze how we did throughout the day. And then the fifth step of this is to take a few minutes and submit all of those things to Christ. for those areas where we feel like we responded in a Christ-like fashion. We can thank God for His involvement in our life and for His guidance and direction and for the strength to do what He would have us to do. For those areas where we didn't, we can take those and submit those to Christ and ask for His forgiveness, ask for His strength, ask for Him to begin to change us from the inside out. So we take and we submit in this final step. We're having a heart-to-heart talk with Jesus about our day and what God has revealed to us about our day and about how we responded to the elements of our day in an attitude of Christ-likeness. And then we finish off with maybe just a prayer of commitment, or maybe repeating the Lord's Prayer, or just a moment of reflecting and resolving to move forward to the best of our ability in developing more of a Christ-like attitude, more of a Christ-like life. So, those are the 5 elements of the Examen. Just to recap real quick, we begin by recalling that we're in the presence of God. We spend a moment looking over the activities of the day, looking for things to be grateful for, having an attitude, spirit of thankfulness and gratitude to God. Number 3, we ask God for His feedback on our day. We ask for Him to open up and share, or open up our hearts and to share with us about our day, and to open our eyes and to search us. And number 4, we review our day, we reflect on it, we think about it, we analyze it. And then number 5, we talk with God about our reflections in our day and ask for forgiveness where needed, offer thanks where needed, and resolve to move forward the next day in even more of a spirit of Christ-likeness than we had today. So, that's the Examen. I encourage you to try it, and I hope you find it fruitful and life-transforming.